Many of the Walt Disney World workers who will be cleaning hotel rooms, preparing meals and providing other services for NBA players confined to a bubble on the resort's property will be commuting from some of the hottest coronavirus infection zones in Orlando. United officials, who represent nearly 30,000 workers at the parks, say the planned procedures will keep their workers safe during the anticipated 3 months of NBA play at Disney's ESPN-wide World of Sports complex, as well as the Major League Soccer tournament set to start there next week. "We're confident that we negotiated an agreement that provides the maximum safety possible in the less than ideal world we're present in," said Jeremy Hayek, president of United Local 737, which represents 19,000 food and beverage workers and housekeepers. Union officials say they know of only a couple workers who have tested positive so far, and neither case was linked to Disney, which closed its parks March 16 and will begin to reopen them on July 11. The NBA and MLS are both preparing to begin playing in Orlando as the virus has accelerated its spread across the community. The number of cases in Orange, Osceola, Seminole and Lake counties doubled in a little more than a week's time, from about 8,300 to more than 16,000 on the last day of June. NBA players and staff will be kept as insulated as possible from exposure to the virus with a strict protocol set up by the league. Friends and family won't be allowed to visit for weeks at a time. Players and staff will undergo multiple virus tests and near constant health monitoring. They are being ordered to follow strict social distancing guidelines and wear masks when off the court. There are protections in place for Disney workers, too. They will be required to undergo health screenings and temperature checks, wear protective gear and social distance from each other, and, in most instances, will be prohibited from coming into contact with NBA personnel. The potential hole in the bubble, though, is that workers will come and go from the resort. There are 5,795 workers, according to the Sentinel analysis, who live in Zips in Orange and Osceola counties, with more than 350 confirmed virus cases since the pandemic started. Disney and the Florida Department of Health are still working out a testing protocol. The health department is in talks with Disney about opening a drive-through style virus test site nearby for resort employees, said Dr. Raul Pino, the health officer for the department in Orange County. "We are working on the details because it also cannot tax our resources for the community," he said. Mike Bass, an NBA spokesman, confirmed the league is working with Disney on testing a subset of their employees. Disney's chief medical officer Dr. Pam Heimel said in a statement the resort has also altered work practices to allow for more physical distancing among employees along with other safety protocols. In addition, the NBA plan requires NBA personnel to comply with local contact tracing, a technique used by public health officials to control outbreaks by quickly identifying who infected people have been in contact with. And Disney says it has a process to respond to any cases among its staff. Pino said he's spoken to both the NBA and MLS several times as plans evolved. The leagues, he said, had questions about hospital availability if an injured player needed surgery or other care. And Pino said he had questions about how the NBA and MLS would build a robust testing network without taking tests away from local residents. He said he thinks the plans will work, though he won't be surprised to see positive cases emerge. "I think it's going to be successful. I think the main issue we may face is if there is transmission between teams," Pino said. "I expressed that to them. Getting a case here or there won't be a major problem, because that's expected." Disney and its union have outlined a number of precautions for workers. Disney and the unions also agreed that a worker who tests positive for the virus will be paid for sick time that won't count against normally accrued hours. In addition, any worker with a fever of 100.4 or higher will get the day off, Hayek said.